Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show, ladies and gentlemen. Don't touch that remote. Got a great show here today. I got a mystery guest. He come from heaven. I was all morning making phone calls. My guest, it was from Austria, was going to play violins and all, but he called and he said he was sick. So I was on the phone making phone calls, and finally I got myself a mystery guest. And I didn't have time to shave. So, okay, so maybe I'll grow a beard and see what happens. I don't know, I'm 95 years old. I don't know if the beard will grow anymore. All right, here we go. Now, my guest today is from, tell me who you are.
My first name is David, last name.
I can't hear you.
My first name is David, last name Shamwell. And first and foremost, thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah,
okay?
Thank you for coming on. Yeah.
I really appreciate it. I'm from Philadelphia, actually North Philadelphia. I've been there for 29 years and still currently living there. And, Philly's a tough place, I would say, but also
growing up in Philadelphia?
Yeah, growing up in Philadelphia is pretty tough. I would say that.
You have any friends that police officers?
Yes, I do have police officer friends.
Who?
That's friends. Well, I can't disclose that.
Yeah, I'm a former policeman.
Okay,
right.
good. Yeah, so I've been there for 29 years, and currently right now I am a licensed real estate agent with Coldwell Banker, and I love real estate.
Who do you work for?
Coldwell Banker, prefer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what's that mean?
It's the agency.
You're like an agent?
I am a licensed real estate agent. I represent clients such as buyers and sellers when it comes to real estate transactions.
Now, we're in a high school.
Okay.
High school kids are in the process of learning. And when they leave here, they're going to find a boyfriend or girlfriend. Then they're going to get married. And when they get married, they're going to say, we have to buy a house. Then how do you buy a house? Who do you see? What do you do? Now, this is what I want you to do, to be able to educate people on what's the right thing to do when you're looking for a house. Give me any kind of information that would be helpful. Okay? Go ahead. Shoot.
Good. All right. So the first thing you want to do is, besides looking at the location you prefer to be in, to move.
What kind? Yeah.
Okay, let's consider your
look out
future
the area.
home. Yep,
Right. That's
exactly.
the first thing you want to do.
School districts, those are one things you want to look at as well. Second, to hire the right agent for you. That's crucial, because you don't want anyone to just represent you. You want someone to represent you in your best interest, okay? So there are a variety of questions you can ask the agent. How long have you been in the real estate field? How many transactions and within those time period? Do you know, are you very specific with the contracts of the essential elements in the contracts? That's very important when it comes to contracts. Anybody can sell, but when there's a contract involved, it's very important to know. So you definitely want to hire an agent that knows their stuff when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some questions from the audience.
Okay.
From the audience there, and right now I got one from the audience. The lady with the green hat up there. What to look for in an agent to represent you on finding your home? What do you look for in an agent?
Courage. When it comes to negotiating.
What is it?
Courage.
Courage.
An agent that has courage, yes.
Yeah.
Because when it comes behind closed doors, okay, when I represent my client, okay, I'm in their best interest. Now, I want to save my client as much money as possible, and that's my goal. And I've done it.
You help them to find money to buy the house.
Absolutely, we do step by step. We if they do not have a mortgagee on board, then I have usually my two special mortgagee guys. They'll come and they elaborate every specific details on the right finance that's best tailored for my client.
Deal.
Okay?
Yeah.
Once that's put together, we'll go out and we take a look at some homes in their best interest. If they're interested in this one specific home, what we do is we'll put in an offer, okay? And I try to save them as much money as possible. I save clients to $20,000 off the market value. I'm just good at what I do. So, and my clients are happy.
All right, I got another question here.
Yes.
Are there methods to create income in your real estate?
Oh, yeah.
What's that mean? I mean, you got a house, and you're going to get some income. Tell me about that.
Okay, for instance, if you're purchasing a home, okay, as a single-family dwelling, you want something with a zoning that has RM1. That's residential multifamily. So let's say you have a home, there's 2 units, okay? You occupy the first unit as your primary. You could rent out the second unit as a source of income. That could pay off your mortgage, Now, on the contrary, when it comes to as an investor, there's many ways to create income when it comes to real estate. Yeah. So that's my foundation when it comes to create wealth.
How did you get involved in that? I mean, now, you were born, raised in Philadelphia,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Your parents are from Puerto Rico, right?
Yes.
They come to this country, and you got your education in Philadelphia, right?
That is correct.
What dropped the seed for you to be involved in real estate? Well, why didn't you become a doctor, lawyer, dentist, or you were a boxer, right?
Yes, I was.
You do a little boxing?
Yes, for 3 to 4 years.
Well, you got all your teeth.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, I got to keep that pretty. Yeah. So, I got into real estate because of my father, Carmelo.
What your parents do? What kind of work in the farm or something?
No. My dad, he's an investor when it comes to real estate.
What?
My dad, he's an investor when it comes to real estate, okay? He invests in real estate. My mom is a stay-at-home mom, and I am blessed to have, my parents. So I'm here, and I'm in the position that I am today because of
You have
that.
any brothers and sisters?
Yes, I do. I have multiple.
You got a whole army?
Yeah, I got an army.
Yeah.
Yes. And I have a son. So,
How many boys?
Yeah. What is it?
How many brothers?
Oh, I have a few. So it's a lot. From my dad's side, it's
Oh,
a
yeah?
lot. Yeah.
So
So-
you have when you have a sit down to eat. How many at the table?
There's a few.
How many?
A few. Let's
do you mean a
let's
few?
put it like this. Well, I don't want to get too personal now, but
I know. Why don't you get poo-bird? What are you here for?
So, well, my mom and dad, we have my 2 sisters, okay, Tanari and Jennifer. So, I was raised with them. My other brothers, we wasn't raised together, okay, due to other specific reasons, which I do not want to disclose. But, like I said, family's important, and I am blessed to have my parents with me.
Oh yeah,
And
they're still
they
around.
push me forward. Oh yeah, they're still
Yeah.
around. Yeah, they're very strict, but like I said, I'm
yeah.
in the position that I am today because of them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, my mother, father, we had 4 boys, 4 girls. When we sat down at the table, I was the youngest boy.
Okay.
And I think I was 16 before I knew that the chickens had breasts because I always get the wings.
Mm-hmm.
And but it was always good when we sit at the table. We have a big family, and my mom would cook, coal stove.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was good, But now everything you press a button, everything, So,
Technology nowadays.
now tell me, real estate. Is that a good job to follow in for something like right now we're in high school. We got students that are thinking about what they want to do later on. They want to become doctors, lawyers, real estate. What's the advantage of real estate? I think I wish I would have invested in real estate. That way I'd have income coming, I had a friend of mine who was a broker. He says, Hank, get some property. He says, that way you'll always have an income.
Yeah.
But I didn't listen to him, so I just go. But I'm not poor. I'm taken care of.
You hold your own. That's
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I got as long I bet to put more water in the soup. Now, here's one from the lady with the blue hat. How do you find your clients, or do they find you?
It could be both. I find my clients. I'm out in the field, so I'm door knocking, and the first time I was door knocking, I was very nervous because I knew what to say.
Yeah.
And that individual behind closed doors, you don't know what kind of day they're having. They can have a bad day, a good day, or a family relative probably died that day. So I deal with different personalities, but those are ways that I get my clients. Also referrals. I do a great job. And my client's happy, so they refer me to someone in their family members or friends, co-workers, and etc. Lead generations. I'm always cold calling, which I like to call it gold calling.
Right.
It's many ways, but that's how I'm still in business because I'm out in the field and I'm grinding when it comes to real estate. Yep.
Here's another question there. Is your primary home an investment?
No, it's not. Your primary
not?
home is not an investment. We call
Why?
it because it's a liability. An investment is when you have money coming in your pocket, not coming out of your pocket.
Oh,
When it's
okay.
coming out of your pocket, it's a liability. the primary home is not necessarily an investment.
So, when you buy a home,
Mhm.
that's for your home to live in,
Yes,
period.
that's it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to put an addition, going to have more kids, you put an addition to the house. That's like up they do in Lancaster. That's what the Mennonites do, right?
In other words, expanding the home.
Yeah.
Well, of course you can expand the home, but you got to deal with the zoning if you want to do that. Or if they prohibit, expanding your home because of the, let's say the zoning hearing board, then what we could do is just sell your home and find yourself a bigger home, and start a new chapter.
Yeah, well, when I was a police officer and I was, and the man where I'm living now, he had a little problem and I helped him out, and he passed away. So the wife was going to go into assisted living, so she put the house up for sale. Well, I was a policeman. I don't know, policeman's pay then wasn't like it is today.
Mm-hmm.
19 in the 50s, and they wanted $16,000 for the house where I'm living now. Well, I got the veterans loan.
Okay.
They give me so much, but they would only give me up to $11,500. The most I could get with the loan and everything,
Okay.
So I bobbed and weaved. So finally, the real estate guy was going to buy it for $16,000. So she calls me up. She says, "Look, you did me a favor. You helped my husband, and I want to do you a favor. You can have the house for $11,500."
Oh,
So
wow.
I bought the house for $11,500, where I live in the 1700 block of Powell Street North. I don't know what I get. I get $100,000 for it now. Got a garage and everything. So I always tell a young police officer, be helpful, help people around, and then they'll pay off later.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
I got it. So that's how I got my house. And when I went to get a loan, they said, but policemen then were not a good investment because they only made so much money.
Okay.
There was no, they couldn't make any more. So, but the guy at the bank, he liked police officers, so he was able to give the grant, or not the grant, but the loan.
Okay.
So, along the life, same thing. What are some of the bumps in your life when you're growing up in Philadelphia? What are some of the challenges? What are some of the problems you had?
Well, that could get pretty deep. Just I would say when I was a kid, I got bullied a lot, and I didn't have someone to I can actually go back to help me defend. I got bullied a lot. I learned from it, and what don't kill you make you stronger. And now, and as I look at it, as I look at at the past, I just say, you got to hold your own.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the same as if you're a kid or when you're in your career. It's rarely somebody's going to have you back. So you either got to toughen up and deal with it and learn from the failures, learn from the mistakes, and learn what life is going to bring to you, and it's going to shape you and mold you, and going to build a strong character out of it. So I'm still living, I'm still alive, and God is good.
Well, when you're going to look for what do you look for in a house when you're going to buy? What are some of the things? Roof?
Well, that's why you're going to hire an inspector. So if you're interested in a home,
what protection? I'm sorry, I want to interrupt you.
No, it's okay.
But what protection you get? You want to buy a house, and all of a sudden you find out the roof is no good, the heater's no good, the walls are leaking. What is there any protection the home buyer has?
Okay, well, absolutely. So prior to purchasing a home, okay, you want to. There's a due diligence time period. So let's say we have a contingency period for 10 days, and contingency is more of you're going to conduct an inspection, and if the home is not adequate to live in, okay, then you're able to opt out of the contract. Now, let's say within those 10 days time period, an inspector comes out and say, well, Mr. and Mrs. Peterson, the roof is not in the best of shape. Matter of fact, we have some leaks. The heater system is over 20 years of age. the foundation of the structure of the home. We need to hire an engineer. So those things like that is those are red flags. So me as their real estate agent, I would definitely would advise them to, if you want to put the money, if you're into it, then that's what you want to do. Then I'm up for it. However, I wouldn't purchase a home for that reason.
All right, I got another question from the guy with the brown jacket up there. Yeah, he's up there. Yeah, Dick Marty. He's up in the balcony there. How would you stage a property for an open house? How would you stage? You get it ready for open house. You're going to sell it. Now we're talking about selling your house.
Yeah.
Are you involved in that?
Oh, absolutely. I sold multiple homes.
All right, what do you start doing? First, you got to clean the floor, sweep the floor.
Gotta make sure that home is pristine.
Dehumorize it.
You gotta make sure the home is
Get rid of all the cockroaches.
I have no comment on that one.
You know, this guy was renting a property, and he called the landlord. He says, I got cockroaches running around the house here. He says, what are you talking about? I don't have one single cockroach in this house. They're all married. Oh, well, it's a Social Security joke. You get it when you're 65. All right, that's a joke.
That's
I don't know. Go ahead. Now, go ahead.
Okay, so prior to selling a home, you want to keep the home well maintained. So if I'm representing a seller and I see certain things like cosmetic work, we might need some new touch-up paint. The floors need to be a little bit more clean. Keep the windows open prior to certain centimeters or inches for have the fresh air to come in the home. Bake some cookies. Make the home feel welcoming. Okay, that's just because when a wife or husband comes in and it smells like home, it's gonna feel like home. So it just what that does is create urgency. Yeah. Okay. So those are one of the elements that I like to implement.
Make it as pleasant as possible.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let you read this from the one from the balcony.
Okay.
Well, you read it out loud.
Where around this area is the best to get more money for the house? Now that depends. So if it's my market, so where you can find a location to make a profit? Now this is $1 million question.
What part of the house you make it look real nice? The bathroom, the kitchen?
We gotta make the house look nice, the full house. Yeah. I mean, you cannot have the kitchen very nice and then in the living room it's okay. It's just, I wouldn't allow that. I wouldn't allow my seller to put her or himself in that position. We're here to sell, okay? Yeah. So we want to be sure when we sell a product, okay, the product is in its best condition at that moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see now, like when I bought my house, everything was good shape, but it was there since the first day it was built. Mm-hmm. The elderly couple, they didn't change anything. So, but everything was in good condition. But I had to change new sink and new bathroom, the pipings and the windows and all. So that was good. I'm glad that the house was in good, they were good houses.
Okay.
Here's another one. Where do you consider buying a house in this area? Where do you consider buying a house in this area?
Okay, it's going to go back
now
to...
you work in Montgomery County.
No, I do not. I work out of Bucks County and the city of Philadelphia. Okay, so those are my market. Yeah, so...
What's the advantage of Philadelphia or Bucks County? Bucks County? You say Bucks?
Yes, Bucks County.
That's up near Reading?
Excuse me?
Bucks County near Reading or
no, that's actually near, like, for instance, Warminster. You have, Street Road in those particular areas. Now, going back to advantages, it's not an advantage if it's Philadelphia or the suburbs. It's more of what the client, what the buyer is seeking for. So if you're looking for, 4 beds and 3 full baths, 2 garages, you're not going to find that really in Philadelphia. So, I would guide them to go, like, for example, hey, how about Bucks? Are you considering Bucks? Yeah. Is that a location you would like to be in? And that's all,
Yeah, well, I think people now, they look at as they get older, you can't go up the steps.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to get a
ranch
house
home?
with all on one
Mm-hmm.
floor.
Yes, ranch
But my legs slowed down a little bit on me, so I have a trolley car that goes up the steps.
home.
I push the button and go, woo.
Pampered.
All my great grandchildren come in,
Yeah.
they want to play the trolley car over there.
Oh, wow.
So, but all right. So what do you look at the future of, like? Why is it that Norristown is the county seat? A lot going on. We have a lot of things here. We got the riverfront. We got transportation. We got everything. But for some reason, we haven't had no big industries or stores moving into Norristown. How do you build something to change the image or the perception of Norristown? We want Norristown to grow. What would you do? How would you do it? I had Dave Serini here. He just renovated a big building and got apartment houses and store. And I think that's a real start.
Okay.
But how do you motivate people to come in?
Well, you want to create attraction.
What's that?
You want to create an attraction. So let's say, have you ever, like, you're driving somewhere, then you see like a crowd of people. Your instincts, what to do is to stop and to find out, hey, what's going on? So something like that, for instance, if I was developing something, let's say Norristown, I would create, a mall that people need, like a Walmart, like a shoe store. This is something that people nowadays that are attracted to. So just building commercials would definitely bring more people in, I would say.
Yeah. I like we have some areas there where people don't want to move. They think it's a dangerous area. There's nothing there. Nothing is sacred anymore now. They kill people in churches. They kill them in malls. They kill them on the street. They kill them everywhere. So actually, you've got to look for a place, and we're going to work along with the community, with the police department, with the clients. So how do you read that one out loud?
Okay.
Another question for the balcony.
How do you meet the standards of your clients? It's very simple. Just be honest. Be straightforward. If you don't know the answer, say, I don't know, but I'll get back with you with the correct answer. That's me. That's something that I would do for my clients. I ask a question, I sit back and I listen to my clients. Because if I'm talking too much, I'm not going to be able to hear my clients exactly what they're seeking for and why they're seeking for in that specific location. At the end of the day, it's all about my clients. It's not about me. Now, my job is to get the job done and save them money, and that's it, and be sure they're okay.
Do you encourage people to move into a certain town or anything like that? Did they get any benefits like a tax break or something coming into a community that's having problems getting new clients?
Well,
what can
they're
they
building
do?
a new home from scratch, from the ground up. I mean, it's a 10-year tax abatement. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay taxes for 10 years.
Give them a tax break.
Yes, for 10 years. Now, that has to be a new home built from the ground up.
Not for homeowners, though, just for businesses, I guess.
No,
right?
no, homeowners. Yes, but
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
So,
how
like
do you
in the
apply
city,
to that?
in the city of Philadelphia, well, you don't have to apply for it. It's just you have a 10-year tax abatement. You don't have to pay the tax.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what Norristown ought to do. Check it out and see.
Well, yeah, that's Norristown. I can't. Yeah. So what you have for me, Hank?
Well, what information would you want to give somebody that your information as far as buying or selling the house? What other tips should there be?
That's a big question. Now, can you repeat that question one more time, please?
Yeah.
Can you repeat that question one more time?
Yeah. Well, we'll get another time. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, let's get back to you now.
Okay.
What education do you have? Right.
I have a high school education. I was a barber. Okay, so I got my certification. A barber, cut hair. Yeah. And I have my license real estate agent.
Cut hair.
Yeah. Well, I used to cut hair. Yeah.
Who cuts your hair?
Wilfred. Yeah, he's a great barber. Wilfred.
Oh yeah.
He's in Philadelphia. Yeah, he's sharp.
All right. Our half hour is over.
Okay.
Now.
Thank you, sir.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Tell me what you really want to tell people about real estate.
If you want to make money, you have the right broker, you have the right agent that knows when it comes to investment, put your money into it. It's the best way. It's been an investment many, many years ago, and it's still an investment till this day. But in regards to, they just remove real estate out of the equation. Life in general, life can be hard, and life can be good simultaneously. If you believe in yourself, you can get to anywhere. So if you have a goal, go for it. If you have a dream, don't dream small, dream big. That's my motto. Never give up.
Good.
Okay.
Tell everybody your name.
David Shamwell.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
The real
Thank
estate
you
bull.
so much. Keep that and use the box, right?
Yes.
All right. Now I'm going to give you lessons there. Keep
Okay.
your left hand high,
Yep.
stick and move, and bob and weave.
Yeah.
And keep your trunks off the canvas, okay?
Okay.
All right. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God
so
bless
much.
you. Thank you for your
All
time.
We are to our health.
Yes, sir.
Allah Zulu.
God bless
Right.
you. Yes.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for allowing us to come into your home. And you want to say anybody to your friends in Puerto Rico in Spanish?
Mi familia
Here,
de
talk to
Puerto
me. Talk to me. Tell me.
Mi familia de Puerto Rico, de Loquillo,
In Spanish.
te quiero mucho y positivo siempre. And my family that's here, my mom, my
Wish you
dad,
a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And to my son, David Shamwell Jr., I love him very much in my family. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
God bless each and every one. Here we go.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Don't forget, Christmas is Christ's birthday. Right. So Merry Christmas.
Jesus Christ, that's right.
So away we go.